give them this test on multitasking, they all discover that in fact, it's impossible because your brain was not designed to do it. Nope, but that's a good guess. Can you see what word it is? Read it the other way. You might need to read it a different. Okay, how many are there?
2.
And which direction are they going?
Up.
So what's the common phrase? There you go. Yes, exactly correct. Well done, Imani. Type it in. If you already typed it in and you got the wrong answer, you can edit it. Don't worry. Right there. You just got to open the assignment, type it in. And it sounds like we might need the multitasking lesson. So let's just do that together. All right. I mean, you know, when we're doing this stuff, I don't want you to stress about getting the right answer. This is about, you know, it's okay. All right. But all my students think that they can do more than one thing at a time. And in fact, we really can't. So let's work this through together, because I want you to be able to make sure you're highly successful. If you have a notebook, get it out. If you don't, I'll give you a piece of paper.
One of the biggest challenges
Paper and a pencil for this.
business owners, but everyone, is the loss of time and money.
That volume up.
In this video, I'm going to revisit my popular myth of
I'm gonna get you one
And
right
this
here.
is
All right. You will need a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, whatever you prefer to write with. That is the one. Trust me, that feel this in your body. Once you feel it in your body, your experience will multitasking. He's gonna tell you exactly what to do. We're just gonna do what he says.
Oh wait, so we will do this today anyway?
I just decided to put in what you need. I'm gonna teach you a little word, okay? And everybody at home can do this too. Tried and true lesson. I've done it 100 times. This guy teaches it well. We're gonna just do what he says. Everybody's gonna do it. Follow along.
chaos versus entrepreneur. Now, in my book, The Myth of Multitasking, I explain that multitasking is really just a non-existent word. What really happens is either background tasking or switch tasking. To save time on this video, I'm going to put the definition of each below this video. What you need to know, though, is that switch tasking, which most people think of when they say multitasking, is a thief. It is a thief of time. It is a thief of money. It is a thief of your sanity. And you're going to experience firsthand what I mean in this little exercise. Now, you'll need to download and print out the exercise PDF that we have on this page. Or if that's too hard to do, you can simply take a piece of paper, turn it sideways, and draw 3 lines across it so that you have a piece of paper with 4 rows. Now, what we're going to do is a timed exercise. So don't start until I say go. You're going to recopy in the first row the phrase, switch tasking is a thief. And then in the second row, you're just going to write the numbers 1 through 21. So we're going to time this together. Get your paper and your pencil ready. Get set and go.
Go, just copy.
Where are we going to do that?
On your paper at the top.
5 seconds.
Switch tasking is a thief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
10 seconds.
7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15.
15,
No, I'm not going. It's not giving me enough time. I cannot write it.
20. We'll go 10 more. 25.
All right,
That's
if you already, and we were only single tasking, we weren't even switch tasking yet.
Oh no.
When you got up to number 24.
You got it to 20, okay, I got the whole 26 written. Anybody at home doing this with
Wait,
us?
can we do this again?
Let's start over.
Wait, I gotta write it somewhere I can write. I can't write like this. That's not how I'm gonna.
Oh, don't worry, it's just a piece of scrap paper. Nobody's bringing you on this. I want you to feel it in your body so you can make better decisions about using your time. Oh, this is probably part of the problem. All right, let's get some food first. Get
Okay.
off my
Well,
phone
Kelly,
and
I,
move
I
my
checked
mask and
out
get out of my
I-
screen.
I revised it.
Only Leslie. Okay, Matthew.
So you wanna look at it?
Yeah,
Thank
You
you.
guys ready for my judgment?
yeah.
Okay.
Mango tacos, you know how they do. Not real tacos.
Oh,
They
yeah.
shouldn't, they shouldn't call them tacos. They're such a, they're such
Hey,
a
I
poor
gotta
approximation.
say what's on the menu. Talk about what's on the menu.
I mean, like nasty gringo tacos, you know.
Talk about tacos.
Ooh, that'll make your whole insides come out.
Yeah,
That's-
the last time I ate, no,
I've never
it
eaten
made my
Taco Bell.
stomach say, it was a happy.
All right, we're gonna run this back because I really want you to have the experience. Don't notice the feeling in your body though. That's the whole point of the assignment. Okay, now, you're gonna have to start when he says start, otherwise you're not actually doing the process. All you write is copy, straight out switch tasking is a thief, and then 1 through 26. All right, and should I write it up here so you can see the phrase?
I was 1:24. Wait, so does that mean I gotta restart too?
You could see if you can get a better time, or you could do, you know,
So you want us to write down the number, now wait till he starts.
totally wait till he starts it, but what you're gonna write is what I'm writing up here. And the first time we're gonna do it just like I just did. The phrase and then the numbers, right? So at one at a time, and you're gonna go with the timer. And when you finish, you'll write down the closest approximation of the time he says.
In the first row, the phrase switch
Right.
tasking is a thief. And then in the second row, you're just going to write the numbers 1 through 21. So we're going to time this together. Get your paper and your pencil ready. Get set and go. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. 15. 20. We'll go 10 more. 25. And 30. Okay, most people should be done by this point. Now write down your approximate time. Now we're going to do this again, but we're going to simulate switch tasking, which is trying to perform multiple active tasks at the same time, such as talking on the phone while answering email. You're going to, again, recopy in the third row the phrase switch tasking is a thief. But for every letter that you write, you're going to write a number in the fourth row. So you will write S, and then 1, and then W, and then 2, and so on until you complete the phrase switch tasking is a thief and the numbers 1 through 21. Get your paper and your pencil ready. We're going to time this again. Get ready, get set, and go. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. 15. 20. 25. 30. This is where we were when we stopped last time. 35. 40.
I did it.
45. 50 seconds. We'll go 10 more. 55. And 60. And stop there. If you don't have it done, just give up. You've experienced the 3 effects of switch tasking. Number 1, the amount of time it takes to complete things increases. In some of your cases, up to twice as
And I've done
long
this
as the
like
first
500
time.
times.
Number
I'm well
2,
practiced.
the
It's still
quality
taking
of the work decreases.
I
Take a
almost
look
made a
at the
couple
2
mistakes
different
and
times
I
you
made
wrote these phrases and numbers. Some of you ended up on a number other than 21. Some of you started to switch which row you were writing.
Yeah.
Some of you just had bad handwriting, but
Yeah,
it decreases the quality.
definitely decreases
In
the quality.
business, this causes the business to lose money through mistakes. And then number 3, you might have to think about this a bit, but if you consider the first time and the second time, you'll realize that the second time, most of you experience much more
Did
stress.
you feel in your body?
All of these
Did you feel the
costs
stress?
make switch tasking a thief, and it is something to be avoided. And so I would like to ask you this question to wrap up the video. What's one thing you're going to do today to make sure that you focus while you're working on your tasks rather than switch tasking? Please comment.
Our culture wants to make it into a moral thing. Oh, if I'm good at multitasking, then I'm a good person. If I'm not good at it, I'm not a good person. It's just your brain. Your brain was not designed to do more than one thing at a time. So you felt it in your body. I've made my point. This is why we want to focus on one thing at a time when we're working. Do the assignment. Tell our friend I will talk to you later. My friend Myron called. I've been waiting to talk to him. I'm dying to talk to him.
I hung up on her.
I let him go, right? I let him go to voicemail because I am focused right now on your education. This is my entire focus. I am not multitasking and trying to also talk to my friends, even though I want to. All right, we're gonna do one more thing with the timer. If you have not yet gotten into your journal writing, if you didn't turn in marking period 1 journal writing or marking period 2 journal writing, it's not really effective to go back because the whole point of this assignment is to keep our practice up so that we get better at something over time, right? So your brain is plastic. Did you know that your brain is always learning? And the way you learn is by doing something. So if you want to get better at something, you do it a lot. Last period, we were talking about somebody who can do 200 push-ups. He did not start by just doing 200 push-ups all at once, right? He did 5 push-ups and then 10 push-ups, and then he built himself up till now he can do 200 push-ups.
Yeah, that's basically what I used to do.
Writing is the same thing. If you think you can just go into projects and write essay after essay after essay and pass all your classes without ever doing any writing practice, you'll feel overwhelmed and stressed and like you can't get it done. So in this class, because this is the first English class most people take at South Brooklyn, I encourage you to write in a journal every day just to practice writing.
I love to write, but I just can't get that.
Exactly. So I'm going to create a little space here. We're going to spend just 5 minutes writing. All right. What you have in this assignment is every day, just 5 minutes. There's a Google Doc if you like to write on the computer, if you prefer. But you may also write, I write in a notebook. You can turn it in a notebook too. It's up to you. In fact, the research shows that writing in a notebook is actually better for your brain. Something about handwriting. But you'll see that like I have some topics if you want. You can use mine, which are just general for every day. I'm grateful for, I'm thinking about, I'm wondering. And you can just riff off that for 5 minutes. Now, if your brain starts writing stupid stuff that doesn't make any sense, that's fine. If you're feeling angry and you want to curse, please do. Paper is a safe place to get at our feelings out. If you want to just tell a story that's about, do. If none of these topics work for you, there's a link here. You can find some general journal topics that lots of people use. And these are more specific, like what's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Have you ever been in love? How do you know? What's the hardest truth you've ever learned? What's your greatest dream in life? Does history repeat itself? And there's plenty more, right? So find a topic that works for you, that makes you think I have something to write about. I'm gonna set a timer. And here's the deal, you know, like the phone is, oh, it's 11:11. We should definitely pay attention. Okay, or 1:11. The phone can be a big distraction. One of the ways I deal with it is I turn off my notifications.
Yeah, I just turned off my phone.
I turn off my ringer. I turn off everything that's going to distract me. And so that I can use my phone as a tool instead of, I don't want this. Oh, anyway, I don't need this. I'm gonna leave this up. I'm gonna set my timer for 5 minutes.
I can write about everything.
And you may write about anything on your mind. Just keep your pen moving for the whole 10 minutes. Don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about
What's the name?
cursing. It is the 11th.
Thank you.
Hey, I love that sweatshirt. You look adorable.
Thank you.
Simple gray, but it still works. All right, here comes the timer. Let's spend 5 minutes writing. Start with gratitude. Say, I'm grateful for this. It will change your experience of the world.
My hand keeps cramping.
Oh, do the shape. Or give yourself a massage. That's the other thing.
Yeah, just real quick.
Okay.
I'll sit down and right back.
Okay.
As long as Sydney starts.
You're supposed to be writing for 5 minutes, Eric. Can't wait 5 minutes.
He came at the right time.
I'm trying to escape, you're trying to escape.
No, just
You
real
know
quick.
what? I'll leave after the writing.
You could write too, Eric.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll keep writing. I'll get you in trouble. Since I need a response, I have access.
They have real tacos?
I mean, your face is.
Cilantro and like a little.
He did, oh my God, yes.
You want me to write about tacos?
Have you ever tried like the corn that they do, like with the stick, and they just put cheese?
Of course, the street corn, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, you understand, I've spent quite a bit of time in that. I know the food well.
It's so good, like with
Oh,
mayonnaise
look who it is.
and,
I'm sorry.
Let's see, look how distracted, we can't even focus for
Alright.
5 minutes, just 5 minutes of just focused time, that's all we're trying to do. See, you got me writing an ode to tacos. You want to hear?
Yes.
I wrote, I love tacos, but only the kind they make in the square near my mom's house in Mexico. So good, they make my mouth water, make me feel good. I really love tacos, but only made by real Mexicans. The horse shit they pass off as tacos here is a total joke. The nasty gringolandia tacos with plain, unflavored ground beef and strangely crisp tortillas. The boring cheese, the lack of any real flavor hurts my feelings. Give me some carne asada. Give me some carnitas. Give me life.
Yeah.
Okay? You just inspired me by talking about tacos and I wrote something and there we are. Anybody write anything interesting or just nothing good
I was
came out
writing
today?
about, since I know it was something important, I wrote about how how grateful for second chance, how I used to be a hothead. That's what I wasn't, like, don't have to get, I was a hothead.
That's beautiful.
I sometimes like get out of control.
That's a beautiful thing. I'm reading a really good book right now. It's Oprah Winfrey and Bruce Perry. They're talking about why some people have these things. Hey, Luann.
Thank you.
She's talking about like why some people become hotheads. And she said that we asked the wrong question. We asked people what's wrong with you. We should ask what happened.
What's wrong with you? It's like you say something you have a problem.
It was like saying something's wrong with somebody, but all of us are just works in progress and we behave in normal, natural ways depending on what happened to us, right? All right, I want you to know about this opportunity. Brooklyn Poetry Slam. It's here on your main page. Sign up, it's free. It is hosted by Mahogany Brown, who is the poet we are working with by reading our book, Chlorine Sky, is by Mahogany. And her partner in life and art, Drive Poetic. He is the guy that's doing the poetry internship after school here. And so on Tuesday, May 25th, from 6:30 to 8, they're going to be doing an open mic poetry slam.
Wait, what day
It's a Tuesday.
is it?
So I don't know if you're working on Tuesdays, but
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, you could still register and sign up because it's free. And then if you get a chance to link in for a little bit,
I mean,
you know,
wait, you said from 4 to 6?
it's from 6:30 to 8.
Oh, 6:30.
So I know that's prime time dinner hours.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
But I will offer extra credit to anybody I see that's there or anybody who talks to me about it. I'm gonna go. And it's free. So, but look, she's the author for multiple books, including Chlorine Sky. So we've read this one. This is pretty cool. She's also written all these other books. And Jive is actually like a friend of mine. Like I used to work with him very closely. He's a really awesome human. And I just am so excited that you guys get a chance to potentially meet them in the virtual space and have an interaction with them and listen to some cool poets. So yeah, these sessions will encourage poets and audience members to speak out and be heard during this current health crisis. And it's a monthly series. So the next one is coming on May 25th. So the link to that is here. You can sign up and they'll send you an email about it. And then I want you to go up here and check your stream, view your work, because I don't think I got your marking period 2 assessment and my grades are due tonight.
Oh, so I gotta go do my work right now.
So let's make sure that happens before you leave this room.
Wait, Cindy, can I get until tomorrow?
I mean, my grades are due tonight.
Oh,
The window closes. So you will turn something in today, right? Whether it's your best work, I'm not actually tripping about that right now.
yeah.
In fact, that's part of what we need to work on is like deadlines matter. And you know, this class is building on it. We're not done yet. It won't finish until June. The final marking period, we're gonna be revising and making things better. Okay, so this is your top priority. If you haven't finished that, finish that. Make sure you press turn it in. Make sure you do both parts.
High priority, what's that?
Top priority, you want to do this assignment, the marking period 2 assessment. And basically anything in that project category is more important than anything else. So don't waste your time doing the little things. Do the marking period 2 assessment. And marking period 2, marking period 1 assessment is past due and no longer relevant because all the same questions are in marking period 2, right? So if you can do marking period 2 assessment, you've proven to me you could do marking period 1 assessment. All right.
What's my top priority?
Your top priority is that assessment, because I don't think I got it from you.